feeling constantly drained and unhappy? Do you find yourself stuck in situations that seem endless and overwhelming? You're definitely not alone. Many of us encounter moments where leaving feels like an impossibility. But what if stepping away could actually be the best choice you ever make? In this video, we'll explore the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy focused on emotional resilience and living with virtue. With 13 insightful lessons, you'll discover how walking away can actually be a powerful act of strength, not weakness. Whether you're dealing with a toxic relationship, a soul-sapping job, or negative influences, this video is here to help. It's time to arm yourself with the wisdom and courage needed to break free and reclaim your power. Ready to find greater peace, clarity, and purpose in your life? Hit that subscribe button and join me on this journey to unlock your full potential. Let's walk away together and start a new chapter. Lesson number 1. Not everything deserves your energy. Imagine you're at a bustling marketplace with various stalls representing different aspects of your life: relationships, careers, hobbies, and daily interactions. Your basket symbolizes your limited time and energy. As you move through the market, each stall calls out to you, trying to capture your attention and resources. Seneca's wise words, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it," echo in the lively surroundings. Even though your basket might seem substantial, its space is limited. Every item you choose and every stall you spend time at reduces the room available for other opportunities. Some stalls are filled with negativity, gossipy conversations, toxic relationships, and unfulfilling commitments that drain your energy and leave you feeling exhausted. Sticking with these stalls, hoping they'll somehow improve, is like expecting weeds to turn into beautiful flowers. Conversely, some stalls offer warmth and potential. These are the places of supportive friendships, engaging hobbies, and inspiring conversations. They nourish your spirit, fueling your growth and happiness. These are the areas in your life where you can truly cultivate something positive. The secret to thriving in this marketplace is to be discerning about what you allow into your basket. Ask yourself, does this stall align with my values and goals? Is this relationship uplifting, or does it leave me feeling drained? Does this opportunity match my passions, or is it just a distraction? Does this stall energize or deplete me? Does this interaction inspire and motivate me, or do I feel exhausted and discouraged afterward? Is this the best use of my limited resources? Could my energy be better spent elsewhere, where it might bring more growth and satisfaction? Choosing to walk away from draining stalls isn't about being indifferent or unkind. It's a form of self-care, a conscious choice to protect your well-being. By redirecting your energy toward the positive and nurturing stalls, you cultivate a truly flourishing life. Remember, making positive changes doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's simply about shifting your focus, politely declining negative influences, or consciously limiting your exposure to them. Each mindful decision helps you create a vibrant and fulfilling life, one thoughtful choice at a time. Lesson number 2. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. Think of life as a dance floor where each person's interactions are like graceful movements, contributing their own energy and rhythm to the overall experience. Just like in any dance, boundaries are essential for ensuring safety, respect, and enjoyment. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, highlighted the importance of living in harmony with one's true self and values, often referred to as living according to nature. Setting boundaries is a crucial part of this philosophy. It's not about building high walls, but about creating a space where you can move comfortably and confidently through life. Although setting boundaries can sometimes be seen as selfish, this misunderstanding stems from a flawed view of self-love. True self-love means valuing your own well-being so you can engage in genuine, beneficial connections. It involves recognizing that your energy and emotional space are valuable and that you have every right to protect them. When dancers respect each other's space and boundaries, the dance flows smoothly, allowing everyone to express themselves without feeling constrained or disrespected. On the other hand, ignoring boundaries disrupts the dance, leading to discomfort and potential harm. Choosing to distance yourself from someone who continually disregards your boundaries isn't about abandoning them. It's about standing up for yourself. It shows self-respect and makes it clear that you won't accept disrespect. This doesn't need to be dramatic. It can be as simple as firmly stating your needs or choosing to limit your interactions. Creating and maintaining healthy boundaries is essential for fostering relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Those who genuinely value you will honor your limits, and these relationships are likely to be more fulfilling and lasting. Healthy boundaries attract healthy connections, leading to a dance floor where everyone can move with joy and freedom. Setting and enforcing boundaries is an ongoing process that requires attention and adjustment. Be compassionate, yet firm when asserting your boundaries. Prioritize your well-being without feeling guilty about saying no. Walking away from disrespectful situations opens the door to more authentic connections. Embrace these ideas to claim your space on life's dance floor and nurture relationships that respect and celebrate your true self. Lesson 3. Finding closure. Within closure isn't always something we find from the outside. Think of it as a hidden map that leads to a treasure chest filled with understanding, peace, and the ability to move forward. Instead of seeking this treasure through external validation, apologies, or dramatic confrontations, we often spend years searching for it. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor and philosopher, wisely advised, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. True closure and healing often come not from what others provide us, but from what we nurture within ourselves. It's natural to desire external closure. We all want answers, apologies, and a clear end to unresolved situations. However, clinging to this hope can trap us in a cycle of waiting and relying on others. This mindset also keeps us focused on the past, making it harder to heal and grow. Instead of waiting for an external sign, choosing to move forward and focus on inner work becomes an empowering journey of self-discovery. By reflecting inwardly, practicing self-compassion, and forgiving ourselves, we unlock the treasure chest of closure. Treat yourself with the same kindness and empathy you would offer a loved one. Acknowledge your feelings, recognize your pain, and let go of self-blame or judgment. Self-compassion fosters healing and personal growth. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as condoning someone's actions, but it's really about freeing ourselves from the emotional burden of resentment. It doesn't erase the past, but prevents it from controlling our present and future. Forgiving yourself or others is a gift that brings liberation and lightness. Rather than dwelling on why things happened, focus on the present. What have you learned from the experience? How can you grow and move forward with this new understanding? This mindset allows you to take charge of your story and rewrite its ending. Remember, closure isn't a destination, but a personal journey. Be patient and kind to yourself. While external validation and apologies can be helpful, true healing comes from within. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, not the other person. Let go of the past and embrace continuous learning and growth. In Lesson 3, we invite you to embark on a journey of self-discovery, finding closure within the treasure chest of your own heart. Embrace your resilience and self-compassion, and move forward with grace and understanding, creating a future filled with peace and possibility. Lesson 4. Growth often lies outside your comfort zone. Think of your comfort zone as a snug little cottage where everything feels familiar and safe. It's like a warm blanket of routines and predictability that keeps you comfortable and secure. But while this coziness offers protection, it can also restrict your potential for growth and new experiences. Stepping outside these habits and trying new things might seem intimidating, yet it's crucial for personal development. As the Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely said, we shouldn't fear death itself, but rather the fear of never truly living. Growth and fulfillment are often found just beyond the edges of our comfort zone, waiting for us to explore. The comfort zone is undeniably appealing. It's where we feel most secure, where everything is predictable and under control. We're used to the routines, challenges, and outcomes. But sticking to this safe space for too long can lead to stagnation, causing us to miss out on the richness life offers. Beyond this cozy haven lies a world full of opportunities. This broader landscape is where you can ignite new passions, uncover hidden talents, and challenge limiting beliefs. By stepping away from old habits or restrictive situations, you create space for self-discovery and significant growth. Venturing beyond what we know can be unsettling. We might face new challenges, unexpected obstacles, and moments of self-doubt. However, this discomfort often signals growth. It pushes us past our limits, builds our resilience, and provides valuable insights about ourselves and the world. The unknown can challenge our beliefs and assumptions, prompting us to reevaluate and redefine our story. Embracing this discomfort allows us to move beyond outdated limitations and explore new possibilities for our potential and achievements. Remember, true growth rarely occurs within the comfort zone. Embracing temporary discomfort can lead to long-term rewards. Start with small challenges and gradually push your boundaries, celebrating each step you take outside your comfort zone. Focus on the journey of learning and self-discovery rather than just the end goal. You are braver, stronger, and more capable than you may realize. This lesson encourages you to harness the transformative power of stepping beyond the familiar. The most exciting adventures, discoveries, and fulfilling experiences often lie just outside those comforting walls. Take that first step, embrace the unknown, and embark on a journey of remarkable growth and self-discovery. Lesson 5. You can't change others. Think of life as a grand garden filled with a variety of plants, each symbolizing an individual. As you move through this garden, some plants will thrive, while others may struggle or crowd your cultivated space. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus teaches us an important lesson. It's essential to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. By recognizing the difference between external factors which are beyond our influence and the choices we can make, we can maintain clarity and focus on what truly matters. This lesson brings home a deep truth. Although we can guide, support, and inspire others, we can't control their growth or actions. Trying to change others often arises from a desire to control, which can divert our attention from our own growth and well-being. This pursuit can lead to frustration and resentment when things don't go as planned. Instead, Epictetus encourages us to concentrate on our circle of control, the aspects of our lives we can genuinely shape through our thoughts, actions, and choices. It's within this space that we can nurture the qualities and behaviors that align with our values and goals. Choosing to stop trying to control others isn't about being indifferent or abandoning them. Rather, it's about acceptance. It means recognizing that everyone has their own path and pace for growth. Our role is to focus on our own garden, ensuring it thrives with the qualities and values that are important to us. By doing so, we set a positive example and create an environment where others might feel inspired to grow in their own way. Respect others' journeys and allow them to be shaped by their own experiences and choices. Concentrate on fostering growth within your circle of control. Shifting your energy from changing others to improving yourself can be incredibly empowering. This involves cultivating self-awareness by understanding your triggers, values, and motivations. Setting healthy boundaries to protect your emotional well-being. Communicating effectively by expressing your needs and concerns clearly and respectfully. Leading by example. Inspiring others through positive choices and actions. Remember, while you can nurture and inspire others, you can't dictate their growth or destiny. Focus on enriching your own garden within your circle of control. By accepting others' choices, you empower yourself to direct your energy towards your own happiness and well-being. Lead by example, let your actions inspire, and let your true self shine. This lesson encourages you to shift from trying to control others to cultivating a flourishing life for yourself. The most beautiful gardens start with a single seed planted in the rich soil of your potential. Care for yourself, nurture your values, and let your authentic self bloom, inspiring others along the way. Lesson 6. Trust your intuition. Imagine life as a bustling marketplace, teeming with opportunities and demands, where various voices vie for your attention, pulling you in different directions. In this scenario, the word no can be a powerful ally. It helps you set boundaries, honor your inner wisdom, and safeguard your precious time and energy. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and emperor, wisely said in his meditations, "Don't waste time debating what a good person should be. Be one." Saying no is not about being rude or dismissive. It's a way to open the door to a fulfilling life, filled with opportunities that truly resonate with your soul's purpose. We often feel pressured to justify our decisions, especially when we say no. We might offer lengthy explanations, fearing rejection or seeming selfish. However, this need for external approval can cloud our intuition, the inner voice that guides us toward what aligns with our values and well-being. Instead of seeking validation from others, we should learn to trust our intuition. This quiet, inner voice is shaped by our experiences, values, and deepest desires. When it suggests that we walk away, we should listen closely. A straightforward no, expressed with confidence and respect, is all that's needed. It communicates your decision clearly, without the need for excuses or apologies. Setting boundaries is not about isolating ourselves, but about creating a space where we can thrive. By saying no to things that drain our energy or clash with our values, we make room for what truly nourishes us. This is an act of self-respect, showing that our time, energy, and well-being are valuable and worth protecting. The impact of saying no can be significant. It reclaims our power, helps us feel more in control, and enhances our sense of self-worth. It also attracts healthier connections. Those who respect our boundaries are more likely to value and nurture genuine relationships. Furthermore, saying no frees up space for new opportunities that align with our true purpose. Remember, we don't owe anyone an explanation for our no. Our intuition alone is enough. Saying no is not selfish, but crucial for our self-respect and well-being. A well-placed no can lead to powerful yeses that resonate with our true selves. Embrace the power of no as a means of self-discovery and respect. As we navigate the busy marketplace of life, let's trust our intuition, speak our truth, and create a life filled with yeses that reflect our authentic selves. Sometimes the most empowering choice is the simplest, a firm and confident no. Lesson 7. Walking away isn't the same as giving up. Sometimes, charging ahead without pause isn't always the best strategy. Life's challenges often require a thoughtful approach, and there are times when stepping back and choosing a different direction is essential. In this lesson, we delve into the concept of walking away, not as an act of surrender, but as a strategic move to gain perspective, plan effectively, and ultimately achieve our goals. The misconception of weakness. Walking away can sometimes be seen as a weakness or giving up. However, True strength lies in recognizing when it's time to disengage from unproductive struggles and explore new strategies. Our judgment can be clouded by emotions when we're deeply involved in a situation. Benefits of stepping back. Gaining clarity. When we're caught up in a difficult situation, it's hard to see things clearly. Taking a step back allows us to detach from emotional reactions and assess the problem more objectively. This can help us identify new solutions and potential challenges. Preserving energy. Fighting unproductive battles depletes our mental and physical resources. Walking away provides a chance to rest, recharge, and return to the situation with renewed focus and energy. Exploring new options. Focusing solely on one path can limit our vision. By stepping aside, we open ourselves up to unconventional solutions and creative approaches that might have been previously overlooked. Connecting with Seneca's philosophy. Even though we don't have a direct quote from Seneca here, his philosophy supports the strategic value of walking away, living in the present. Seneca encourages us to embrace the present rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Walking away from unproductive situations can help us focus on the present opportunities for growth and effective action. Contentment with what we have. Understanding that what we have is enough allows us to release attachments to draining situations or relationships. This creates space for pursuing meaningful goals aligned with our values, even if it means leaving behind familiar but harmful situations. Key takeaway. Walking away demands self-awareness and courage. It's about choosing the right battles and knowing when to step back for a greater purpose. It's not about abandoning our goals, but rather taking a strategic pause to find a more effective way to achieve them. Trust your instincts and seek support when needed. Remember, the most significant victories often come through calculated retreats and well-timed shifts. Embrace the strategic power of walking away as a tool for clarity, growth, and achieving your goals. Sometimes the path to success isn't through sheer force, but through wisdom, self-awareness, and the bravery to choose the right direction, even if it means taking a temporary step back. Lesson 8. Let your actions speak. Imagine a bustling marketplace where everyone is vying for attention. In such a noisy environment, staying silent can be surprisingly powerful. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you that counts, but how you respond to it." In this lesson, we'll explore how silence can be a strategic and meaningful response, rather than a sign of weakness. The strength of silence. We often feel the urge to defend ourselves, explain our actions, or engage in arguments to prove our point. Yet these efforts can sometimes be futile, draining, and counterproductive. Choosing silence in these moments is not about being passive. It's a deliberate act of self-respect and strategic communication. What silence communicates. Setting boundaries. When someone disrespects you or violates your values, staying silent can signal that you won't tolerate their behavior. It sets a clear boundary, showing that you deserve respect and are not willing to engage in unhealthy interactions. Maintaining inner peace. Silence helps protect your inner peace. Engaging in negativity or arguments can disturb your emotional balance. By stepping away, you preserve your composure and avoid unnecessary drama. Reclaiming control. Responding with silence gives you control over your reactions. It prevents others from dictating your emotions or actions, allowing you to manage your response. Actions speak louder. Sometimes actions are more powerful than words. Walking away and focusing on positive actions that align with your values can be a stronger response than engaging in verbal conflicts. Walking away versus disengagement. It's crucial to distinguish between strategic silence and disengagement from life or important conversations. Walking away doesn't mean you're indifferent or withdrawing from crucial issues. Instead, it's a thoughtful choice to avoid unproductive negativity and focus your energy on situations and people who truly matter. Choosing silence is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to strength and self-respect. Use silence as a strategic tool, recognizing when it's the most effective response. Combine it with positive actions that affirm your values and goals. Trust your intuition and choose responses that align with your inner peace and well-being. Embrace the power of silence as a way to demonstrate self-respect, effective communication, and emotional well-being. Remember, it's not about avoiding all challenges, but about wisely choosing your battles and responding in ways that empower you and reflect your true self. Lesson 9. Find validation within yourself. Imagine yourself as a young flower reaching out towards the sun, eager for its warmth and nourishment. But what if the sun only acknowledged flowers of different colors, leaving you feeling unseen and unappreciated? This inner struggle mirrors our deep-seated need for validation. Lesson 9 encourages us to shift our focus from seeking approval from others to nurturing our self-worth from within. The pull of external validation. We all want to be recognized, valued, and accepted. Often we look for this validation from people around us, friends, family, colleagues, or even our social media followers. However, this quest for external approval can turn into a never-ending cycle of striving, leading to disappointment and self-doubt. As the Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely noted, it is a poor thing to live on borrowed opinions. The trap of conditional self-worth. When we base our self-worth on external validation, we create a fragile sense of value that hinges on others' approval or disapproval. This can make us vulnerable to manipulation and weaken our inner strength. Embracing your true self. Taking a step back from those who undermine your worth is not an act of defiance. It's an act of self-love. It's about making space to reconnect with your authentic self, free from external judgments. This journey involves identifying limiting beliefs. Recognize and challenge negative beliefs about yourself that others have instilled. Celebrating your uniqueness. Embrace your individuality, talents, and quirks that define who you are. Practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and empathy you would offer to a loved one. Setting healthy boundaries. Protect your emotional well-being by distancing yourself from negativity and criticism. Finding validation. Within true validation comes from understanding and appreciating your inherent worth. This doesn't mean becoming self-centered, but rather developing a strong self-worth independent of others' opinions. To nurture this self-validation, keep a gratitude journal. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and achievements. Spend time in nature. Reconnect with your inner peace and find comfort in the natural world. Engage in enjoyable activities. Pursue your passions and talents, reminding yourself of your abilities. Surround yourself with supportive people. Build relationships that celebrate your true self. Remember, you are valuable, worthy, and enough just as you are. External validation is fleeting. Seek genuine validation from within. By stepping away from negativity, you create space for self-discovery and authentic connections. Embrace who you are and let your inner light shine brightly. Lesson 09. Embrace fresh air. Imagine life as a vibrant garden full of endless possibilities. To allow new growth, it's important to clear out weeds and dead plants that might be choking off new beginnings. Lesson 10 emphasizes the value of letting go and freeing yourself from negativity and past baggage. creating a space for fresh starts. As Marcus Aurelius, the Roman Stoic emperor and philosopher, wisely said, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." Holding on to past negative experiences or emotions can prevent us from fully enjoying the present and seizing future opportunities. We often cling to things that no longer benefit us, like grudges, regrets, toxic relationships, and limiting beliefs. These are like heavy backpacks that drag us down, depleting our energy and stifling our potential for joy, growth, and new experiences. Letting go doesn't mean erasing the past. It means acknowledging it, learning from it, and then releasing its grip, much like removing overgrown weeds to let sunlight, fresh air, and new growth flourish in a garden. Here's how letting go can benefit you. Reduce stress and anxiety. Shedding emotional burdens lightens your load, fostering inner peace and well-being. Increased energy and clarity. Freeing yourself from negativity opens up mental and emotional space, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Openness to new opportunities. Letting go of the past makes room for new experiences, relationships, and possibilities. Personal growth and transformation. Although challenging, letting go fosters self-discovery and personal evolution. While the process of letting go can be tough, it's a brave step towards personal growth and a future filled with exciting possibilities. It requires courage, self-compassion, and sometimes support from loved ones or professionals, but the potential rewards are worth it. Here are some strategies to help you embrace fresh beginnings. Replace negativity with positive affirmations. Visualize and affirm your desired future. Practice mindfulness, stay present, and acknowledge negative thoughts and feelings without judgment, then let them go. Seek support. Share your feelings with trusted friends, family, or a therapist who can offer advice and support. Celebrate small victories. Recognize and appreciate your progress, no matter how minor. Remember, letting go is a continuous journey, not a one-time event. Be patient and kind to yourself as you focus on creating the future you want, rather than clinging to the past. Embrace the fresh air of new beginnings and watch your life blossom with vibrant possibilities. This lesson invites you to embark on a transformative journey of personal growth. Lesson 10. Protect your sanctuary. Imagine having a tranquil inner space where you can unwind and feel truly content. This inner peace is essential for a fulfilling life. Yet, the demands and stresses of daily life can sometimes disturb this calm. Lesson 11 reminds us that safeguarding our peace is not a selfish act, but a form of self-care and respect. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca advised, the temptation to sacrifice our peace often arises when we try to please others, seek external validation, or tolerate negativity. We might compromise our peace to avoid conflicts or maintain harmony, but these compromises can be costly, draining our energy and well-being. Seneca's advice: finding happiness within. Seneca teaches us that genuine happiness comes from being present and appreciating what we have, rather than worrying about the future or fleeting desires. True happiness involves recognizing the value of our current state and nurturing our inner peace as the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. This doesn't mean passively accepting negativity, but rather actively prioritizing and protecting our inner sanctuary. When to step away. Choosing to step away from certain situations is a sign of strength, self-awareness, and dedication to your well-being. Here are some scenarios where walking away might be necessary. Toxic relationships, interactions that leave you feeling drained, disrespected, or emotionally harmed. Unreasonable expectations, situations where expectations, whether your own or others, create undue stress and anxiety. Hostile environments, surroundings filled with negativity and criticism that undermine your peace and self-esteem. Protecting your sanctuary. Here are some strategies to nurture and safeguard your inner peace. Establish healthy boundaries. Clearly define acceptable and unacceptable behaviors from others. Practice self-care. Engage in activities that rejuvenate you and bring you joy. Limit exposure to negativity. Avoid situations, media, and people that consistently introduce negativity into your life. Seek support. Surround yourself with supportive and positive people who respect your boundaries and encourage your growth. Remember, protecting your sanctuary means maintaining your inner peace and prioritizing your well-being. It's crucial for living a balanced and fulfilling life. Embrace these lessons and build a sanctuary within yourself that fosters growth, joy, and tranquility. Lesson 11. Master your inner world. Imagine life as a vast, boundless ocean, an immense expanse stretching beyond the horizon, with its waters forever shifting and evolving. This ocean serves as a powerful metaphor for the external world and the myriad challenges and circumstances we encounter daily. Much like the ocean's surface, which is often turbulent and unpredictable, the world outside is a realm of constant change, filled with unforeseen events and varying influences that can shape our experiences and emotions. The ocean's surface, external forces and challenges. On the surface of the ocean, we observe the ceaseless movement of tides and waves. These natural phenomena are influenced by numerous factors: the moon's gravitational pull, wind patterns, and atmospheric conditions. Similarly, in our lives, external forces come into play. These forces include the actions and behaviors of other people, societal expectations, economic conditions, and other variables that we may have limited control over. The ocean's surface can be choppy and erratic, sometimes calm and serene, and at other times stormy and violent. This mirrors how our experiences with external forces can vary widely. Just as the sea's waves can be gentle or fierce, the challenges we face can range from minor inconveniences to major upheavals. We might experience moments of tranquility and periods of intense struggle, reflecting the ever-changing nature of our external circumstances. When we navigate the ocean's surface, our focus is often on these immediate visible elements, the waves and the currents that seem to dictate our movement. In life, this translates to our reactions to external pressures and events. We might find ourselves caught in a storm of stress and uncertainty, grappling with the shifting demands and expectations imposed by our surroundings. It's easy to become overwhelmed when we focus solely on these surface-level elements, losing sight of the deeper currents that sustain us. The ocean's depths, the inner self and core beliefs. Beneath the tumultuous surface of the ocean lies a hidden, serene current, a deep and steady flow that remains largely unaffected by the chaos above. This tranquil current represents our inner self, our core beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and values. While the surface of the ocean can be tumultuous and ever-changing, the depths of the ocean remain relatively stable and consistent. Similarly, our inner world can be a source of calm and stability amidst external turbulence. Our inner self is akin to this deep, serene current. It is where we find our true essence, our guiding principles, and our intrinsic sense of self-worth. This inner world is not swayed by the external forces that buffet us. Rather, it provides a stable foundation from which we can navigate the challenges of life. When we cultivate a strong sense of self-awareness and connect with our core beliefs, we tap into this deeper current, allowing it to guide us through turbulent times. In moments of chaos and upheaval, the key is to shift our focus from the choppy surface to the calm depths. By grounding ourselves in our core values and beliefs, we can maintain our inner equilibrium, even when external circumstances are less than ideal. This requires a deliberate and conscious effort to align our actions and responses with our inner self, rather than being solely reactive to the external environment. Navigating the ocean. Strategies for balancing external and internal forces. Self-awareness and reflection. Developing self-awareness is crucial for navigating the ocean of life. By regularly reflecting on our thoughts, emotions, and reactions, we gain insight into how external forces impact us and how we can respond more effectively. Practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and journaling can help us connect with our inner selves and maintain clarity amidst external turbulence. Embracing flexibility and adaptability. Just as sailors must adapt to changing sea conditions, we too must embrace flexibility in our approach to life's challenges. This means being open to change and adjusting our strategies as needed. When we are adaptable, we are better equipped to handle the unpredictable nature of external forces without losing sight of our core values. Setting boundaries and priorities. Establishing clear boundaries and priorities helps us manage the impact of external pressures on our well-being. By identifying what is most important to us and setting limits on what we are willing to accept, we create a sense of control and agency. This allows us to navigate external challenges without compromising our inner peace. Cultivating resilience and inner strength. Building resilience is essential for maintaining stability in the face of adversity. Resilience involves developing the capacity to recover from setbacks and maintain a positive outlook despite difficulties. By strengthening our inner resources and nurturing our sense of purpose, we can better withstand the storms of life. Fostering connection and support. Navigating the ocean of life is not a solitary journey. Building meaningful connections and seeking support from others can provide us with valuable guidance and encouragement. Sharing our experiences and learning from others can help us gain perspective and find new ways to address external challenges. Lesson 12. Exploring our inner depths. Lesson 12 encourages us to delve into our inner depths, to recognize and harness a reliable source of strength, our ability to control our thoughts and emotions. This idea is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, particularly in the teachings of Epictetus. According to Epictetus, happiness and freedom arise from a profound understanding of what lies within our control and what lies beyond it. Epictetus argued that while we cannot control the external world, such as the behavior of others or the outcomes of our efforts, we do have control over our internal responses. This distinction is crucial because it shifts our focus from trying to manipulate external conditions to mastering our internal state. By understanding and accepting this, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience that remains stable, despite the external chaos. The fallacy of external control. Our natural inclination often leads us to attempt to control external factors, situations, people, and outcomes. This tendency is driven by a desire for predictability and a sense of security. However, this approach is fraught with challenges and limitations. External factors are inherently beyond our control, and our efforts to influence them can frequently result in disappointment and frustration. For instance, consider our attempts to control the actions of others. We may try to persuade, convince, or even coerce people to behave in ways that align with our desires. While these efforts might yield temporary results, they rarely produce lasting change. People have their own motivations, beliefs, and desires that are not always aligned with ours. Attempting to control them can lead to a cycle of frustration and strained relationships. Similarly, striving to influence outcomes beyond our control, such as the success of a project, the reaction of a client, or the results of a competition, can be exhausting and disheartening. Despite our best efforts, these outcomes are influenced by a multitude of factors, many of which are beyond our grasp. This external focus can consume our energy and attention, leaving us feeling disempowered and helpless. Redirecting focus to internal mastery. To break free from this cycle, it is essential to redirect our focus from external control to internal mastery. This shift involves recognizing that while we cannot control external events, we can control how we respond to them. By cultivating a disciplined and reflective mindset, we can develop resilience and maintain our inner equilibrium, regardless of external circumstances. One practical approach to mastering our internal state is through mindfulness and self-awareness. By becoming more aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can identify patterns and triggers that influence our reactions. This awareness allows us to make more conscious choices about how we respond to situations. For example, when faced with criticism, instead of reacting defensively, we can pause and choose a response that aligns with our values and goals. Another valuable tool is cognitive reframing. This technique involves altering our perspective on a situation to shift our emotional response. For instance, if a project doesn't go as planned, instead of viewing it as a failure, we can reframe it as an opportunity for growth and learning. This shift in perspective helps us maintain a sense of agency and positivity, even in challenging circumstances. Building inner strength through Stoic practices. Stoicism offers several practices that can aid in developing inner strength and resilience. One such practice is the daily reflection, where we take time to review our actions, thoughts, and emotions from the day. This reflection helps us identify areas for improvement and reinforces our commitment to living in accordance with our values. Another Stoic practice is the concept of negative visualization, which involves contemplating potential challenges or losses. By envisioning worst-case scenarios, we prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally, reducing the shock and distress when such events occur. This practice helps build resilience and fortifies our inner strength, enabling us to face adversity with greater composure. The power of acceptance and adaptability. Acceptance is another crucial aspect of internal mastery. By accepting the reality of what we cannot change, we free ourselves from the burden of futile resistance. This acceptance does not mean resignation, but rather a recognition of the limits of our control. It allows us to focus our energy on areas where we can make a difference and adapt our strategies in response to changing circumstances. Adaptability is closely related to acceptance. It involves being flexible and open to new approaches when faced with obstacles. Rather than clinging to rigid plans or expectations, adaptability allows us to navigate the unpredictable waters of life with greater ease. This flexibility enhances our ability to respond constructively to challenges and seize opportunities as they arise. The power within, cultivating inner strength. True strength emerges not from the ability to influence external circumstances, but from the mastery of our inner world. This journey towards inner empowerment is multifaceted and deeply personal, involving self-awareness, emotional regulation, and the conscious management of our thoughts. Here, we delve into each of these aspects, exploring how they contribute to a more resilient and fulfilling life. Self-awareness, the foundation of inner mastery. Self-awareness is the bedrock of personal development. It involves a profound understanding of our internal landscape, our triggers, values, and emotional responses. By recognizing these elements, we gain insight into what drives our behavior and how we react to different situations. This awareness is crucial because it allows us to observe our automatic reactions and understand their origins. For instance, consider how certain situations may trigger feelings of insecurity or anger. By identifying these triggers, we can trace them back to underlying beliefs or past experiences. This process of introspection can reveal patterns that we may not have previously noticed. Once we become aware of these patterns, we have the opportunity to address and transform them. Self-awareness also includes understanding our core values, what truly matters to us, and guides our decisions. When our actions align with our values, we experience a sense of fulfillment and authenticity. Conversely, when we act in ways that contradict our values, we may feel dissonance and dissatisfaction. By continually reflecting on our values and ensuring that our choices reflect them, we maintain our inner integrity and peace. Managing thoughts, reframing negative beliefs. The thoughts we entertain can significantly influence our emotional state and overall well-being. Negative thought patterns such as self-doubt, pessimism, or excessive self-criticism can undermine our confidence and hinder our progress. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards transforming them. Cognitive restructuring is a technique that involves identifying and challenging negative thoughts. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," you can reframe this thought by considering your accomplishments and strengths. This practice helps shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility and self-affirmation. Reframing also involves adopting a more balanced perspective. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, consider them as opportunities for growth and learning. This shift in perception can foster resilience and a more positive outlook on life. Regulating emotions, cultivating mindfulness and emotional intelligence. Emotional regulation is a key component of inner strength. It involves the ability to manage our emotional responses in a healthy and constructive manner. Mindfulness, a practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment, plays a significant role in this process. By practicing mindfulness, we become more attuned to our emotions and their triggers. This heightened awareness allows us to respond to emotions in a measured and thoughtful way, rather than reacting impulsively. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and mindful observation can help us remain calm and centered even in stressful situations. Emotional intelligence also encompasses empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. By cultivating empathy, we can navigate interpersonal relationships with greater sensitivity and compassion. This not only enhances our relationships, but also contributes to our overall emotional well-being. Walking away, a path to inner strength. Walking away from situations that drain our energy or conflict with our values is often misconstrued as a sign of weakness. However, it is, in fact, a powerful act of self-respect and self-preservation. It demonstrates our commitment to maintaining inner peace and creating space for a more fulfilling life. Taking responsibility for our reactions. One of the fundamental aspects of walking away is recognizing that we have the power to choose how we respond to external events. By taking responsibility for our reactions, we refuse to let circumstances or negativity dictate our emotional state. This proactive stance empowers us to navigate challenges with a sense of agency and control. For example, if a toxic work environment is affecting your mental health, choosing to walk away or seek a new opportunity reflects your commitment to your well-being. It signifies that you are not willing to tolerate conditions that compromise your mental and emotional health. This decision, while challenging, is a testament to your strength and self-worth. Reasserting our boundaries. Walking away also involves setting and enforcing personal boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting our emotional well-being and ensuring that we engage in relationships and situations that align with our values. When we encounter people or situations that repeatedly cross these boundaries, stepping away is a necessary measure to safeguard our mental health. For instance, if you find that certain relationships consistently drain your energy or conflict with your values, it may be necessary to distance yourself or redefine the terms of your engagement. This act of reasserting boundaries is not about rejection, but about maintaining a healthy and respectful space for yourself. Empowering ourselves for change. By choosing to walk away from detrimental situations, we create room for self-reflection and growth. This process allows us to evaluate our goals, aspirations, and the direction of our lives. It provides an opportunity to realign with our true purpose and pursue paths that resonate with our authentic selves. Walking away can also be a catalyst for change and personal development. It challenges us to confront our fears, reassess our priorities, and embrace new opportunities. This empowerment fosters resilience and a deeper understanding of our capabilities. Remember, mastering our inner world is a lifelong journey that requires patience, self-compassion, and practice. Focus on what you can control, your thoughts, emotions, and responses. Walking away is a sign of strength, not weakness, and opens doors to personal growth and authentic living. Embrace the wisdom of Lesson 12 and embark on your path of self-discovery. The greatest power lies not in controlling the external world, but in mastering the world within. By developing inner strength, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence, you can navigate life's challenges with resilience, grace, and empowered choice. Let your inner light guide you toward a fulfilling and authentic life. Lesson 13. Honor your true self. Imagine life as a magnificent tapestry, a grand piece of art crafted from the intricate threads of our experiences, relationships, and choices. Each thread contributes to the overall picture, creating a unique and personal masterpiece that tells the story of our journey. In this tapestry, some threads are vibrant and full of color, representing joyful and fulfilling moments. Others may be darker or more subdued, reflecting periods of challenge or difficulty. This metaphor captures the essence of how we weave our lives together, blending the positive and negative experiences into a cohesive whole. Lesson 13 invites us to be mindful of the threads we choose to add, emphasizing the importance of self-love in this creative process. By being intentional about the contributions we make to our tapestry, we align ourselves with our values and cultivate a life of purpose and authenticity. The concept of self-love is crucial in this context. Self-love is not merely a feeling, but a practice that involves making choices that honor our true selves and our well-being. This practice is grounded in the wisdom of Stoic philosophy, as articulated by Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and renowned Stoic philosopher. Aurelius famously advised, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This statement underscores the importance of embodying our values, rather than getting caught up in theoretical discussions or debates about them. Walking away from negativity and toxic situations is a powerful act of self-love. It's often mistakenly perceived as a sign of weakness or defeat. However, it is, in fact, a profound demonstration of strength and self-respect. By choosing to distance ourselves from negativity, we honor our inherent worth and acknowledge our right to live a life that aligns with our values and aspirations. This act is not about shirking responsibilities or avoiding difficult situations, but about making a conscious decision to prioritize our well-being and growth. Many of us have been conditioned to tolerate negativity as an unavoidable aspect of life. We might endure unhealthy relationships, toxic work environments, or harmful situations due to various factors such as fear, obligation, or uncertainty. This mindset is often driven by societal expectations or personal insecurities, leading us to accept less than what we deserve. We might feel trapped in a cycle of survival, where our primary focus is on managing and enduring difficulties rather than thriving and seeking fulfillment. However, this mindset is limiting. It keeps us in a state of constant struggle, preventing us from reaching our full potential and experiencing true joy. When we allow ourselves to be continuously surrounded by negativity, we diminish our capacity for growth and happiness. Instead of thriving, we merely survive, missing out on the opportunities for growth and fulfillment that life has to offer. Embracing self-love involves recognizing that we have the power to influence the quality of our lives. It means making choices that reflect our values and aspirations rather than settling for what is merely acceptable. This practice requires courage and self-awareness, as it often involves confronting and challenging long-held beliefs and patterns of behavior. It also means being willing to let go of relationships, environments, or situations that do not contribute positively to our well-being and growth. To cultivate a life that is rich and fulfilling, we must be willing to examine and reevaluate the threads we are adding to our tapestry. This process involves introspection and a willingness to make difficult choices. It may require us to step out of our comfort zones, confront our fears, and challenge the status quo. However, by doing so, we create space for new, more positive experiences and relationships to enter our lives. Furthermore, self-love is not a solitary endeavor, but one that influences and is influenced by our relationships with others. When we practice self-love, we set a standard for how we expect to be treated and the kind of relationships we wish to cultivate. This practice encourages us to surround ourselves with people who uplift and support us, rather than those who drain or diminish us. It also inspires us to build relationships based on mutual respect, understanding, and shared values. In addition, self-love and mindfulness in our choices can have a ripple effect, impacting not only our own lives, but also those around us. When we prioritize our well-being and align our actions with our values, we become role models for others. Our choices can inspire and empower those in our circle to pursue their own paths of growth and fulfillment. In summary, the tapestry of our lives is a reflection of the experiences, relationships, and choices we make. Being mindful of the threads we add and embracing the power of self-love are essential practices for creating a life that is authentic and fulfilling. As Marcus Aurelius advised, rather than debating what it means to be a good person, we should focus on embodying those qualities in our daily lives. By walking away from negativity and making choices that honor our true selves, we build a life that aligns with our values and maximizes our potential for joy and fulfillment. This approach not only enhances our own well-being, but also positively impacts those around us, creating a ripple effect of growth and inspiration. Self-love, a conscious choice. Self-love is often misconstrued as a superficial practice involving occasional indulgences like bubble baths or repeating positive affirmations. While these activities can be components of self-care, self-love encompasses a far deeper and more nuanced commitment to oneself. It involves making deliberate, conscious choices that nurture our emotional, mental, and physical well-being. This journey is about recognizing and addressing harmful elements within our lives, whether they are toxic relationships, detrimental environments, or situations that compromise our values and hinder our personal growth. The essence of self-love. At its core, self-love is an ongoing process of self-affirmation and self-improvement. It requires us to consistently choose actions and environments that uplift and support us. This choice is not merely about avoiding discomfort, but about fostering an environment where we can thrive and reach our fullest potential. Self-love entails a proactive approach to addressing and removing elements in our lives that drain our energy. These elements can be diverse: a relationship that consistently brings negativity, a job that undermines our self-worth, or even habitual thought patterns that perpetuate self-doubt. Identifying and confronting these aspects requires introspection and often courage. The process involves understanding what is truly beneficial for our well-being and making choices that align with that understanding. The challenge of removing toxic elements. Removing harmful aspects from our lives can be an arduous task. It often involves difficult decisions such as ending relationships, leaving jobs, or changing habits that we might have been attached to for a long time. This process can bring about feelings of guilt, fear, or sadness, especially if the change impacts others around us. However, it is essential to recognize that prioritizing our well-being is not an act of selfishness, but a fundamental necessity for a fulfilling life. Embracing self-compassion. Understanding that self-love is not synonymous with selfishness is crucial. Embracing self-compassion means acknowledging that we deserve to live a life of respect, love, and authenticity. When we choose to prioritize ourselves, we are making a commitment to our own happiness and growth. This choice helps us cultivate a life that is rich in meaning and aligned with our true values. Walking away from negative influences allows us to reconnect with our core values. It provides the space to evaluate what truly matters to us and to align our lives with these values. This realignment can lead to profound personal growth and an increased sense of fulfillment. Reconnecting with our values. One of the most significant benefits of distancing ourselves from negativity is the clarity it brings about our own values. When we remove ourselves from toxic situations or relationships, we often gain a clearer perspective on what we truly value in life. This clarity allows us to make more informed and intentional decisions that align with our authentic selves. For instance, if you find yourself in a job that feels misaligned with your personal values, stepping away from that job can provide the space to explore what is truly meaningful to you. This exploration might lead you to pursue a career that aligns better with your passions and principles, ultimately leading to greater satisfaction and fulfillment. Moving away from darkness. By consciously choosing to remove ourselves from draining experiences and individuals, we create space for positive and nurturing elements to enter our lives. This act of separation is not just about avoidance, but about making room for what genuinely resonates with our inner light. Consider the metaphor of a garden. If the soil is filled with weeds and toxins, it is challenging for healthy plants to grow. Similarly, if our lives are cluttered with negativity and harmful influences, it becomes difficult for our true selves to flourish. By removing these negative elements, we can cultivate an environment where our inner strengths and positive qualities can thrive. Aligning actions with values. Aligning our actions with our values is a cornerstone of self-love and integrity. Even though making difficult choices can be uncomfortable, acting in accordance with our values is an expression of our true selves. This alignment ensures that our actions are consistent with our beliefs and goals, fostering a sense of inner harmony and self-respect. For example, if integrity is a core value for you, making the choice to leave a job where you feel your ethical standards are being compromised is a manifestation of this value. It might be challenging in the short term, but it reinforces your commitment to living authentically and maintaining your self-respect. The courage to choose self-love. Choosing self-love is a courageous and ongoing journey. It demands self-awareness, the willingness to confront uncomfortable truths, and the strength to make decisions that may not always be easy. This journey requires us to be compassionate toward ourselves, to celebrate even the smallest steps forward, and to seek support from loved ones or professionals when necessary. It's important to recognize that self-love is not a destination, but a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. As we navigate this journey, we may encounter obstacles and setbacks, but each step taken in the direction of self-love contributes to a richer and more authentic life. Seeking support and embracing growth. In times of difficulty, seeking support from friends, family, or professionals can provide invaluable assistance. Support systems can offer perspective, encouragement, and practical advice, helping us navigate the challenges of prioritizing our well-being. Additionally, engaging in practices such as mindfulness, therapy, or personal development can further enhance our journey towards self-love. Embracing self-love involves recognizing that we are worthy of happiness and fulfillment. It is about nurturing ourselves, making choices that reflect our values, and continually striving to align our lives with our authentic selves. By doing so, we create a foundation for a life that is rich in purpose, respect, and joy. In conclusion, self-love is a profound and ongoing commitment to our well-being. It requires us to make conscious choices that support our emotional, mental, and physical health, to distance ourselves from negativity, and to align our actions with our core values. Although the journey can be challenging, the rewards of living a life that resonates with our true selves are immeasurable. By embracing self-love with compassion and courage, we pave the way for a more fulfilling and authentic existence. As you continue on this journey, Lesson 13 invites you to weave a tapestry of life, rich with love, authenticity, and self-respect. Remember, walking away from negativity is not an act of defeat, but a courageous step toward a future where you shine brightly, honored and nurtured by the power of self-love.